On behalf of the government of Edo State, I celebrate the gift of a new year with all my beloved Edo people and residents. We have every reason to be grateful to God Almighty for sparing our lives to be witnesses to the events of 2019, which high point was the successful elections that re-elected our president, Muhammadu Buhari, for a second term. We are already seeing the benefits of continuity as the federal government is rapidly addressing the key areas that will assist to diversify our economy and make it more competitive and efficient. I want to specially thank Edo people for the confidence and encouragement which you continue to show to us as a government, particularly in the face of the political challenges which are being promoted by a few individuals who are intent on derailing the developmental strides we have fought to build in the last 3 years. Dear citizens and residents, as you are aware, our focus and emphasis in the last 3 years have been to improve your living conditions and make you more productive. We are improving the educational system and emphasizing technical education. We are improving access to quality health care. We're creating opportunities for businesses to thrive. We are providing more jobs, and we are investing in infrastructure. Even though we have achieved successes in many of our policy areas, we still have a long way to go. From our experience so far, we are convinced that although the challenges are daunting, but as a people and government, we can significantly change our circumstances and place Edo State, and indeed our country, where it should be in Africa. We are pleased with the revolutionary steps we have taken in basic education, where we have trained over 11,300 primary school teachers and involved the communities in the management of our schools. We have rebuilt 240 schools and deployed bespoke technology in the classrooms. The net result is that over 300,000 children in our public schools not only just go to school, but they now learn when they are in school. Satisfied with the situation in primaries 1 to 6, our priority in the year 2020 is to redefine and improve the quality and pedagogy in the junior secondary school system. Our aim is that when a child goes through the first 9 years of learning in the Edo State basic school system, he or she will have achieved the basics to achieve success in life. Improving the health and well-being of our people is an imperative part of our economic growth. As a result, through the Edo State Health Improvement Program, Edo HIP, we rehabilitated 20 healthcare centers to meet a minimum standard of healthcare delivery and trained over 500 workers to provide quality services. This small pilot served and impacted over 20,000 people in the surrounding communities who received care from them in 2019. Our secondary health care was not left out. We opened the Edo Specialist Hospital to give referral care with high quality standards. With the enactment of the mandatory health insurance law, more people can now access care. I am pleased to announce that beginning from today, January 1st, 2020, all civil servants in the Edo State Public Service will be enrolled in the Social Health Insurance Scheme, which guarantees efficient and affordable health care. The scheme, which is also open to everyone else, has already been capturing people in other sectors, from artisans and market women to other operators of small and medium enterprises in the state. A commission has been established and funding has been provided through the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund from the federal government, which we have complemented at the state level. In 3 years, we have created more than 157,000 jobs directly and indirectly, and have also prioritized solution-focused skill development programs. The jobs which have been created are widely dispersed across several sectors, ranging from information communication technology, ICT, to healthcare, construction, arts and crafts, printing and packaging, agriculture, education, catering and hospitality, sports, entertainment, amongst others. This year, we are doubling our efforts to surpass the set target of 200,000 jobs, which I promised in 2016, as we intend to deepen our relationships with local and international partners to create more opportunities for our youths. On the back of the success which we gained from the Innovation Hub and the Production Center, we will build similar hubs and centers in Edo North and Edo Central in 2020. In the meantime, the construction work for the Benin Industrial Park will commence early this year. Agriculture has always been the backbone of the economy of Edo State. Working closely with federal authorities this year, we will expand massively in putting a lot more hectares of land under cultivation. From the experience which we have gained, we will assist farmers in preparing land and provide them access to inputs and financing. Under the Edo Agripreneur Program, priority will be placed on rice, cassava, and maize, livestock, poultry, and piggery. Our Edo State Oil Palm Program, which we launched with the Central Bank of Nigeria last year, marks a watershed in the agricultural transformation of our state, with a commitment of about 70 billion naira to cultivate the first phase of 50,000 hectares. We expect that the program will, within 5 years, create not less than 600,000 jobs in the state. As a government, our workers' welfare is priority. That is why payment of salaries and pension is non-negotiable. Our goal is to have the best motivated and trained public servants in Nigeria. Consequently, as I promised last year, Edo State will implement the new minimum wage with effect from today, January 1st, 2020. Workers in the Edo State Public Service will attest to the benefits and promise of the contributory pension scheme, which we began implementing since January 1st, 2017. In order to place the local government workers at par with workers in the state service, with effect from today, all local government workers will be enrolled under the contributory pension scheme. We will continue to make the work environment more friendly for our workers. Therefore, the overhaul and refurbishment of the remaining buildings in the State Secretariat will commence this year. In addition, the Chief John Odigye Oyegun Public Service Training Academy will commence training of all categories of public servants and equip them with top-of-the-range skills to better serve us all. Fellow citizens, we want to assure you that despite attempts to distract us, we will not relent in pursuing our well-thought-out reforms, policies, and programs which are targeted at attaining our vision of creating the Edo State of our dreams. Edo State is now regaining its lost glory as it now plays host to major national events like the National Arts Festival in 2019 and the National Sports Festival, which will hold this year. The Benin Airport, which now has night landing and instrument landing facilities as a result of our intervention and the support of the federal government, has now come back alive with over 5 airlines flying the route. Because electricity is critical to attaining our goals, we are exploring all options available to us as a government to make electricity available to our citizens. This is why we supported the 55 megawatt CCTEC Osiomo power plant, which will be commissioned this year. Some of the electricity will be purchased directly to power street lights, government buildings, and industrial clusters. We are also committed to bringing the development closer to everyone through the Constituency Development Program, which we run in partnership with members of the Edo State House of Assembly. That is why in the 2020 appropriation, we have earmarked that the sum of 250 million naira will be spent directly in each of the 24 constituencies in Edo State. I want to assure you, fellow citizens, that we will not relent in our efforts at infrastructural renewal, industrialization, and social development programs, which we are currently undertaking across the entire state. We are committed to fixing our roads, rebuilding schools, facilitating expansion of existing businesses, and ensuring a vibrant, boisterous state that we all will be proud to be associated with. 2020 will be another election year in Edo State. We will ensure that there is peace and security during the contestation. As part of our program to ensure sustainable security, we have also earmarked the sum of $2 billion for the state's Security Trust Fund, which will raise funds from businesses and citizens to bolster our ability to protect and secure you more effectively. Despite the provocation and hostility from quarters who should be interested in this and support the progress of our dear state, I solemnly pledge to uphold the people's trust and continue to stand for our collective interest. As mortals, we will come, play our parts, and leave, but Edo will remain. My goal at the expiration of my tenure is that Edo State would have been propelled to the league of the best and most efficient subnational entities, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa. We deeply appreciate the continued support of all our major stakeholders in the society. We want to particularly thank His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedu Ukwakolopolo, Obaiwai II, the Oba of Benin, and the traditional institution. We want to thank the judiciary, the legislature, the media and civil society, the organized private sector, the civil service, students, farmers, market women, and artisans, amongst others. We continue to seek your collaboration and assure you that your inputs are critical to our decision-making process as a government. Once again, I wish you a very, very happy and prosperous 2020.